We have a quorum, and it's the appointed time of the House Committee meeting. I call the meeting to order. Members, please return to your seats. Item number 1. Confirmation of minutes of meeting. Minutes of the 11th meeting held on the 5th of May 2023. The paper has already been given to members. So far, we have not received any proposals for amendments from members. I ask members to endorse the minutes. Thank you. Item 2, matters arising. Report by the chairman on her meeting with the Chief Secretary for Administration. The CS is happy to learn that the House Committee will first set up a subcommittee to improve district governance. When the government introduced the bill, the subcommittee will be converted into a bills committee. The CS indicated that the government will fully dovetail with the work of members. He would like members to complete the scrutiny as soon as possible. Item 3, Legal Service Division report on subsidiary legislation. There are 7 items of subsidiary legislation and 1 item of non-legislative instrument. Subsidiary legislation and non-legislative instrument gazetted on the 5th of May 2023. I'll ask the legal advisor to quickly go over the subsidiary legislation and the instrument. Paper number LS31 of 2023. Legal advisor. Thank you. The first one is LN72. This is in relation to the allowance of adjudicators of the obscene articles at tribunal. It will be increased. Please refer to paragraph 2. LN72 is in relation to allowances to jurors. There will be an increase by 7.1%. About the adjudicators is an increase of 1.9%. For LN74, please refer to paragraph 3. These 2 allowances will be reviewed once every 2 years. The 2 items of subsidiary legislation will come into operation on the 1st of August this year. In February this year, information paper was given to panel on administration of justice and legal services. Members did not raise any issues. We have looked into it and we have not identified any difficulties. Thank you. Regarding the 2 items of subsidiary legislation, members, would you like to set up a subcommittee? If so, please raise your hands. Please continue. Next is LN33 and LN73 and LN76. This is in relation to Schedule 16 of the Air Navigation Hong Kong Order and the schedule of the dangerous goods consignment by air safety regulations. A reference of 2021 to 2022 edition will be replaced by 2023 and 2024 edition. This is to update the technical memorandum of International Civil Aviation Organization in relation to safe transport of dangerous goods by air. Well, you won't find the content of the 23-24 edition. According to the administration, if you want to find information on the edition, you can go to the Civil Aviation Department Headquarters Library to look for the edition. According to the administration, the amendments is in relation to classification of certain dangerous goods as well as in relation to improvement of the packaging of lithium battery. Well, on the 27th of February 2023, the panel on economic development was consulted. Members in general supported the amendment. And these will come into operation on the 30th of June 2023. We've looked into it and we have not found any difficulties. So regarding LN 73 and 76, members, would you like to set up a subcommittee? If so, please raise your hands. Please continue. Next is LN 75. This is to amend the Securities and Guarding Services licensing regulation. This is to remove the requirement of companies to make reference to certain updates, and this is to facilitate the use of electronic licensing. Please refer to paragraph 16 to 18. On the 4th of April 2023, the panel on security was consulted. Members indicated that they supported it. This will come into operation on the 1st of July 2023. We've looked into this and we've not identified any difficulties. LN 75, members, would you like to set up a subcommittee? If so, please raise your hands. Please continue. The next one is LN 77. This amends Schedule 2 and Schedule 3 of the Environmental Impact Assessment Ordinance. In Schedule 2, it says that designated projects will have to be covered by an environmental permit. Under Schedule 3, major designated projects will have to be covered by an environmental impact assessment. Please refer to paragraph 22. There are altogether 88 amendments. That is a new item of the list of designated projects covered by environmental permits. There are also amendments to certain criteria and removal of certain items. The effect of the amendment of Schedule 2 is to relax the current environmental impact assessment requirement. And there is also another one. Well, if there are areas that is over 50 hectares of land, there will be changes. Currently, it covers 20 hectares. LN 77 will come into operation on the 30th of June 2023. And this is to implement the review of environmental procedures in the policy address to make enhancements. Well, there is one instrument related to LN 77. This is under Cap 499, Section 16. This is a technical memorandum. Please refer to paragraphs 32 to 37. In short, under Cap 499, the technical memorandum lists out the principles, procedures, etc. And the director will provide guidelines. This new technical memorandum will replace the one issued in 1997. And this memorandum covers a number of areas: air quality, water quality, waste management, The technical memorandum itself is not a subsidiary legislation, but under Cap 499 there is a vetting mechanism or scrutiny mechanism allowing the LegCo to vet the item. It follows a similar process, but the LegCo can only repeal the entire memorandum, not to amend it. The technical memorandum is quite meaty, so we will give you a further report if necessary after we have looked into this. In relation to the technical memorandum and the LN 77, we have consulted the panel on environmental affairs on the 12th of December 2022. Members in general supported the amendments. So regarding LN 77 and the technical memorandum, members, would you like to set up a subcommittee to follow up? If so, please raise your hands. Mr. Andrew Lam, Mr. Tony Tse, and Mr. Junius Ho. I've already named 3 members. A paper will be circulated by the by the Secretariat. The last one is LN 78. This is about the Organic Resources Recovery Center, Phase 2 at Kong Nga Po Road, Sha Leng. It will be designated as a waste disposal facility. The legal effect is that officers appointed by the Director of Environmental Protection may carry out monitoring and control in accordance with the provisions of the regulation. According to the administration, Phase 2 will come into operation in 2024. It has a capacity of 300 tons of food waste. This item will come into operation on the 1st of August 2023. The Environmental Affairs Panel was consulted on the 21st of April 2023. Members did not raise any objection. We have not identified any difficulties. So these are the subsidiary legislation gazetted on the 5th of May. That's all for a report. Thank you. Regarding 78, members, would you like to set up a subcommittee? If so, please raise your hands. Not at the moment. Members, regarding the subsidiary legislation and the technical memorandum, the period of amendment expires in the Council meeting on the 7th of June. An extension will take it to the 28th of June. Item 4, further business for the Council meeting of 17th of May 2023. A, laying of paper on the table of the Council. Report number 11 of 2023 of the House Committee on Consideration of Subsidiary Legislation and Other Instruments. It sets out 11 items, the period for amendment of which will expire on the Council meeting on the 17th of May 2023. Members did not say that they would like to speak. Government Bill, second reading debate to resume consideration by Committee of the Whole Council and the third reading. Stamp Duty Amendment Bill 2023. In the House Committee meeting last week, members noted the report submitted by the Bills Committee. Members did not object to the resumption of second reading debate of the bill. Let me remind members that in relation to the interactive consultative question and answer session will take place next Thursday. It has a theme of Spirit of 20th Party Congress and the 2 sessions. It will start at 10:30 and will end at 12. In relation to other arrangements, members will give you information afterwards. The clerk will continue to work out the details about the interactive and consultative question and answer session. You'll be notified if there is any update. Item 5, business for the Council meeting of 24th of May 2023. 8 questions. The list of members with question slots has been uploaded onto the website. B, Government Bill first reading and second reading debate to be adjourned. We have not received any notice. C, Government motions. The Chief Secretary will, under the Criminal Procedure Ordinance and the Coroner's Ordinance, propose 2 resolutions. Please refer to paper LS 32 of 2023. I'll defer to the legal advisor to take us through the paper.
The 2 resolutions seek legislative approval of the Criminal Procedure Witnesses Allowance Amendment Rules and Coroner's Witness Allowances Amendment Rules so as to increase the maximum rates of allowances payable to witnesses in criminal proceedings and coroner inquests by 6.7% and 2.5% respectively. For details, please refer to paragraph 2. Regarding the allowances for ordinary witnesses and professional expert witnesses, according to the mechanism, the rates are reviewed biannually. The administration issued an information paper to the panel on administration of justice and legal services. Members did not raise any comment on the proposed increases. If the proposed resolutions are passed, they will come into operation on the 1st of August 2023. We have completed the examination of this proposal, there is no problem with them. All right, any members would like to set up a subcommittee in relation to the two proposed resolutions, please raise your hands. All right, if not, the government will be moving the relevant resolutions at the council meeting of the 24th of May. The government motions. Dr. Johnny Ng will move a motion on stepping up the promotion of gyron technology to enhance the quality of life of the Silverhead Group and tackle population aging. Number 2, Dr. David Lam will be moving a motion on implementing cooperation with the mainland in organ transplant. The wording of the motions has been uploaded to LegCo's website. If members wish to move amendments to the two motions, please do so before the deadline, that is 17th of May, Wednesday. Item number 6, reports of Bills Committees and Subcommittees. 1. Report of the Bills Committee on Road Traffic Amendment Autonomous Vehicles Bill 2022. Mr. Frankie Yik, Chair of the Bills Committee, will be invited to speak and move this motion. Madam Chair, the bill seeks to amend the Road Traffic Ordinance Cap 374 to introduce a new flexible regulatory regime to facilitate the research, trial, and application of specified autonomous vehicles in Hong Kong. The Bills Committee has held 2 meetings with the administration. Members have expressed support for the amendments in general and given views on the definition of autonomous vehicles, pilot use, new provisions for making the pilot regulation, and the code of practice. Members have also discussed matters relating to the amendments to empower the Secretary to make the pilot regulation, AV drivers' legal liability, communication and cooperation with mainland cities on the AV technologies. The Bills Committee has no objection to the technical and drafting amendments proposed by the administration. The Bills Committee does not intend to move any amendment to the bill, nor does it object to resuming the second reading of the bill at the council meeting of the 24th of May 2023. Members are invited to note the report submitted to the House Committee detailing the deliberations. Thank you, Mr. Frankie Yik. Members, if there are no further comments, the resumption of the second reading of the above bill will take place at the council meeting of the 24th of May. Members, if you wish to move an amendment, please give notice by the 15th of May, Monday. 2. Report of the Subcommittee on Promoting Development of the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Greater Bay Area. Ms. Eunice Yong, Chair of the Subcommittee, will now give a report. The Subcommittee has held 8 meetings on different topics to discuss the progress of Hong Kong's participation in taking forward the development of the Greater Bay Area. The Greater Bay Area is a key development strategy in the country's reform and opening up in the new era. Members support the policies and measures and urge the Hong Kong government to proactively formulate more innovative policies that can precisely dovetail with the national development strategies to take forward the relevant work with enhanced speed, efficiency, and quality so as to continuously improve the details and foster a greater flow of people, goods, capital, and information within the Greater Bay Area and strengthen the cooperation mechanisms, thereby creating diversified pathways for Hong Kong people and injecting impetus to the growth of Hong Kong. This committee also urges the government to capitalize on Hong Kong's unique advantages under One Country, Two Systems in the 14th Five-Year Plan to step up publicity efforts by promoting development of GBA to the world so that the people abroad can have a better idea of the advantages and to leverage on Hong Kong's advantages to meet the country's needs. Members are invited to note the details of the deliberations and recommendations set out in the report. The subcommittee has completed its work, and I'm happy to see that the SAR government has implemented some of the recommendations therein. In taking forward the sustained development of the Greater Bay Area, we must keep up with the times and have regard to the global situation. I urge members to continue to take active follow-up action through Legislative Council in order to support the country's high-quality economic development and improve people's livelihood. Thank you, Ms. Eunice Yong. Item 7. Position on Bills Committees and Subcommittees. As of the 11th of May, Thursday, there are altogether 10 Bills Committee in action. 8 subcommittees formed under the House Committee and 5 subcommittees formed under the panels on policy issues in action. There are also 9 subcommittees on policy issues, which will commence work later this month. Item 8, any other business? Nothing under AOB. That's the end of the meeting. Thank you.